Greetings and welcome to another Just Talk with Weird Wizard, and today we are in a building site here in Panau, and the reason we're in a building site, of course, is because we're building a better channel together. Yeah, building a great channel together, something like that, maybe. Does that make sense? Who cares? Yep, so there you go. It's a laboured metaphor, but a metaphor nonetheless. The channel is continuing to grow. In fact, it's going great guns. It's going absolutely fantastically. Last week, if you remember, if you were here then, we hit 100 subscribers on Thursday, and we made it to 123, I think, in the end, or maybe 126 by the end of the day on Saturday. The Just Talk Saturday, as I like to refer to them. And this week, well, Thursday, we hit 200. So 100 more subscribers in a week since we hit 100. We've got another 100 to hit 200. Saturday to Saturday, last Saturday, like I say, it was 120 something, and as of recording this now, we're on 217. So probably we'll hit 220, I think, comfortably by the end of the day. We may even go quite a bit further than that. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But that means basically another 100 subscribers. So 100 subscriber gain. So 40 more again than the previous time. I mean, that's a massive gain. That's a massive improvement, as big as the previous improvement the previous week had been. So the channel is just growing faster and faster. It's amazing to see. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm thrilled with it. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I know a lot of you guys have been sharing with your friends. You've been commenting on videos, which really helps. You've been liking videos. The likes and comments, the engagement has just been going through the roof. I want to say a big thank you to Nibblefish, who has been talking to his friends and getting them to subscribe to the channel. So that is probably where yesterday's big surge came from. And there was a big surge yesterday to get us, I think we got 23 subscribers in one day yesterday, which is easily our highest. I think 15 is the most we've gotten in a single day previously to that. So big thank you to Nibblefish. If you're one of Nibblefish's friends and you're on the channel and you're watching this video, then a massive welcome to you. It's great to have you aboard. If you feel like it, leave a comment, say hi. I'm sure there have been others as well. So thank you to everyone who has been sharing it. I know a lot of people have been starting to share, to reshare, I should say, and to favourite my tweets as well. Twitter's kind of taking off. I've got something like 1,200 Twitter followers as of right now, so far more Twitter followers actually than I have subscribers. But hopefully over time, some of those Twitter followers will also decide to come along and subscribe. Oh, one thing I do want to I just want to say quickly, one thing I want to talk about quickly is subscriber to view ratios, subscriber quality, and the idea of subscriber swapping. Now, I've talked about subscriber swapping in a previous Just Talk. I want to reiterate it again today, as we're picking up more and more subscribers. A percentage of those subscribers are obviously YouTubers themselves, and it's not a huge percentage, to be honest with you. I tend to keep an eye on the subscribers as they come in. I tend to look at the subscribers as they come in, and if they've got sort of videos posted, I will take a look at their channel. Often these are kind of like old videos, videos from months or years ago, so these are obviously not active subscribers anymore. So these are obviously not active YouTubers anymore, and therefore I kind of, I'm inclined to believe there is no ulterior motive to them subscribing. Now, that's not to say that if someone is an active YouTuber that there is automatically an ulterior motive to them subscribing. I'm sure, like myself, a lot of YouTubers subscribe only because they enjoy the content of a channel and they want to see more of it. Obviously, as well, just because somebody's not a YouTuber doesn't necessarily mean that their subscription is going to mean they're going to be continually coming back to the page and viewing stuff. So there you go. Subscriber quality, I think, is generally good. Some people have asked me to look at their channels. I do look at your channels. I do. Oh, sorry, mate. I do look at people's channels. I don't subscribe very often. And the reason I don't subscribe very often is because I will only subscribe where I see myself actually watching the content on a regular basis, or I'm interested enough in the progress of the channel that I want to see how it progresses. And I simply can't subscribe. I simply can't do that with everyone who links me their channel. Most people who link me their channel, they're very, very new. They've only been around for like a month or even a few days often. Or they've been around for longer, but they've got a very low rate of video production. Like one video a month or one video every couple of months. And although I'm happy to offer feedback and advice, I'm not just going to subscribe to everyone's channels in the hope that they'll subscribe back, or as a reward for them subscribing to me. If you've subscribed to my channel, I want it to be because you enjoy the content and you intend to watch it, and there not be any ulterior motives there. And if there is, if you're only subscribing to my channel either, you know, because you want to do something nice but you're not actually going to watch the videos, or because you want me to subscribe back, or, you know, follow you back, or whatever ulterior motive there might be, then with respect, just don't bother. It's fine. I'd rather have 100 subscribers who all visit the channel and enjoy the content than 200 subscribers who don't. But in general, I think I'm probably just being paranoid when I say that, because I think the vast majority of people are genuine subscribers. They do enjoy the content. Most people don't even have YouTube videos, or they do, but, you know, they're clearly not active YouTubers. And even of those who do, I hope most of them enjoy the content, and that's it. And I would subscribe to more channels, but I just do not have the time. You know, with doing this YouTube channel was meant to be like something that I just did as a sideline, like maybe an hour a day. It's taking a lot more time than that. Because I do edited plays, because I edit my videos extensively. It means that, you know, it can be an hour's worth of recording, if not more, if I wind up doing multiple takes, like I have with this video. This is literally my third time just scrapping everything and starting over. So you could easily have an hour of video content that you have to produce first, that you have to record. Then you've got to load that into the editing program, which can take time just in and of itself. Then you've got to go in and actually watch the thing through at least once in its entirety in order to decide what gets edited out. Rewatch it's a process of repetition. So there you go. That's pretty much all I'm going to say on the subject. I've talked at massive length in previous takes on it, but I don't think it really gets me anywhere. The channel is growing, and it's growing because of you guys. It's growing because of all the subscribers who have joined. It's growing because of all the people who have, because of all the subscribers who I already had, who have been promoting my channel for me, who've been retweeting me, who've been asking their friends to join. You guys are what makes this channel what it is, and I want to engage you guys as much as possible in everything that we do here, because at the end of the day, the channel wouldn't exist if people weren't watching it. Well, okay, it would exist, but it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be spending all this time on it, and I spend a lot of time on it, and I want that time to be worthwhile. You know, like I want to feel like that is time well. Whoa. Okay, I want it to feel like that is time well spent, because at the moment I'm not really making any money out of doing it. The advertising revenue is on the order of, you know, between pennies and tens of pennies a day. Yeah, so there you go. It's all about you. It's all about you, the viewer. I said that really well in the previous tape, but I've deleted it now and I can't remember what I said. Oh well. Oh well. Never mind. Channel news. Medieval Engineers going strong. Medieval Engineers takes quite a lot of time. Not necessarily recording, but, you know, building time to produce something worth making a video of, which is why it's been perhaps a little bit slow this week, and I have been spending quite a bit of time on other things. The only reason I can spend as much time as I do on this channel is because I'm self-employed, and I can sort of choose to spend my time where I want. But of course, that doesn't mean I'm free to just work on the channel all the time, because, you know, it doesn't pay the bills, and it may never pay the bills. Like, you know, I don't know if this channel is ever going to reach the point where I'm making a living out of it, or if it's just going to be something that I do as a sort of a sideline, as a hobby, because I enjoy it. We'll see. As I say, it takes quite a long time, but there will be more Medieval Engineers videos coming. If you have something you want me to include in Medieval Engineers, as I've said before, let me know. I'm happy to do videos on other people's content as well as my own. Stranded Deep has been a little bit slow this week, but that's because I've been working on stuff behind the scenes for it, and it will be making a comeback. There will be more episodes. There will probably be an episode of Stranded Deep this weekend, and there will be more to come in the future as well. The Long Dark will be starting soon, but I've had quite a few requests for that. I quite like doing these little mini-series like Besiege. Besiege has done quite well. There have been 2 videos. There'll probably be another 2 or 3 videos before that's complete as far as the current available content is concerned, and I quite like that. I quite like doing series which aren't one-offs like Weird Wednesday and Retro Friday, but equally aren't sort of massive commitments to kind of, you know, to keep making content of a particular game for an extended period of time. So yeah, there you go. That's the channel news. Done and dusted. That's all I need to say on the matter. Well, let's take a look at the analytics. Here we are in the dashboard. So there you go, look, 5,588 views, lifetime views. 4/5 of that has occurred in the last 4 weeks. Estimated minutes watch as well, 20,658. We'll take a look at that, but that's 2 weeks in the last 4, which is just amazing to me. Lots of great comments from you guys again. Some of the prolific commenters, Fallen X, fantastic. Seems to watch every single video I produce, which is amazing. Thanks, man. And some new or newish commenters as well cropping up. Great to see you all. Inandator, whatever your name is, has left some really cracking comments, I have to say. Nibblefish, I mentioned in the earlier part, correctly predicted the number of subscribers more or less that we would get to, as well as bringing in some friends, which is fantastic. Everyone else as well. Too many commenters to mention on video, but I do try and reply to every single one of you in the comments. So yeah, keep it up. You're all fantastic. Let's just have a little look at the videos. Just a quick sort of glimpse. We've got Retro Friday, which went up yesterday. 27 views, 7 likes, 7 comments. I mean, these engagement figures and these viewing figures are just so much better than I was getting even just a couple of weeks ago. I really need to sort of keep remembering that. Even a video which, compared to the rest, is not doing quite so well. Obviously, it's been up for less time, so we'll have to wait and see how it actually pans out. But that's still doing as well or better than some of the best performers were a couple of weeks ago. So it's incredible. It's a fantastic state to be in. Besiege videos are doing pretty well as well. Lots of people like them. Lots of people watch them. Weird Wednesdays, Blood Bowl. This was actually, I thought, it turned out much better than I was expecting it to. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with this video. I wasn't sure if it was going to make a good recording or not. I think it's okay. I think it probably could be better, but it was all right. I mean, it was like an hour's worth of footage condensed down into 17.43 minutes. Sorry, 17 minutes. So, I mean, again, as I was talking about before, that's like an hour plus worth of recording that got condensed down into 17 minutes and 43 seconds. So, it was quite entertaining. I mean, I do like goblins. Obviously, Medieval Engineers are kind of the best performers at the moment. 94. Up to the update video got 50. Medieval Engineers, best form of defense, latest one, 60 views. So doing pretty well. People obviously like that. You have to go back a little. Oh, here it is. Look, you have to go back a little way to get to a Stranded Deep episode. There will be more of these coming, but they're doing pretty well as well. 41 views for episode 9, part 9 of a series. I think is actually very, very good. So that's great. That's fantastic. The Just Talks do very well as well. Look, 61 views of my last Just Talk episode. I thought these were going to be like the kind of, the obscure little show that I did on Saturdays that nobody watched and nobody cared about, and I was just doing it for my own interest, and that maybe other YouTubers might find it interesting. But yeah, weirdly, people seem to like it. People seem to like Just Talk. I hope they like this one, but they probably won't, because it's like the 3rd or 4th time I've tried to do the take. The first one was probably better, but I wound up deleting it, and sometimes I am too critical for my own good. So there you go. This Retro Friday, by the way, as well, I apologise if it is a little bit hard to watch. It was hard to make, and I almost didn't keep it, but the thing is, I'd already spent more than an hour trying to record Dino Park and just constantly having issues. I was losing chunks of the video, and in the end I had to just throw the whole thing away. Then I tried to do a Speedball 2 recording, which at the time I was really enjoying it, and when I came to edit it afterwards, I was like, I'm not sure if that reaches the required standard, which again goes back to what I was saying about, I was spending a lot of time on this channel, and I think you kind of have to get to the right standard. So I wasn't sure if I may look at that again and do that as a future episode, a future Retro Fridays episode. But at the time, I wasn't convinced that I could edit it into something that I was going to be happy with. So I went and I recorded another game. I picked another game out of my sort of back catalogue of games to play, which was Another World, and I had to stick with it. I think it's okay. Yeah, there's some bits which are pretty hard going because it's just me dying, and almost losing the ability to speak at times. So I apologise if you find that episode hard going. I promise to try and do better in future Retro Fridays episodes. I think I'm going to try and get ahead on Retro Fridays and just do like a day or two of recording retro games, and then pick the best for Retro Fridays. I think that's how I'm going to go forward with that one. Great, because retro games can be tricky. You know, it can be tricky. You have this nostalgic idea of them in your head, but actually when you record them, like a lot of them don't stack up as well as you had hoped they might. Anyway, moving on. Let's go and look at the analytics. All right, so here we have the estimated minutes watched. So last week we were up here. This was the big surge that we just sort of experienced. 1 day and 4 hours, 1 day and 1 hour. Massive. We've not reached those heady heights again since. I'm not entirely sure what took us so high. I think it was a combination of things like the Impossible Tower video being relatively new at the time, and lots of new subscribers coming in. I think some of my subscribers went back and watched a lot of my back catalogue as well, which obviously pushes you up hard. If somebody goes and watches, all of the Stranded Deeps in a day, then that's what, nine episodes 15 minutes ago, so that's a good few hours on its own. So there you go. We had a big surge there. We've not quite gotten that, but once again, after a surge, our kind of resting level has been at more or less the peak level of our previous week. So, I mean, I don't know if this is kind of a law, like a law of YouTube channel progression, but it seems to be the way it's gone. Here we kind of peaked and we rested at what had been our best level previously. We peaked again, and here we're resting at more or less what is actually quite a bit above, I should say. I mean, 20 hours, 18 hours, a couple of 13 and 14 hours, and the best we've got here is 13 hours. There you go. So it's a pretty interesting thing. We did have a bit of a drop here. Look. Big drop in minutes watched, actually, all the way down to, shock horror, 6 hours and 56 minutes. I mean, what a low number of viewers, what a low number of minutes watched. Interestingly, right, Thursday, this is Thursday the 12th. So yeah, look, I mean, interestingly, we had a drop here. Thursday seems to be a low viewing day. It'll be interesting to see where it goes if we get another bounce back here like we did after this last one, or I mean, it might drop off slightly more and then bounce back like it did before, or it might bounce back, or it might just keep falling until everyone has left me. I'm sure that won't happen. So yeah, can't wait to see how this continues to progress. Star video performers haven't quite gotten a video to the 1,000 views mark yet. 929 for the last update news on Stranded Deep. We must be more or less due for another update for Stranded Deep, but it hasn't happened yet. And when it does, I suspect that any chance of this video getting up to the 1,000 may well vanish. But we'll see. If any video is going to make it soon, it's probably going to be that, unless we get suddenly a hugely successful video out of the blue, which we might do. Impossible Tower is shot up into second place, 658. That might well keep climbing. You never know. That might well keep climbing and get there. The other nice thing, an entire page here, the lowest view figure is 43. Compare that to last week or the week before, and you can see we're just getting, genuinely are getting more and more views. It's not, we're getting higher subscriber bases, but that is translating into more and more views. Sometimes it can be sort of difficult to notice that because the viewing rate seems to be growing at somewhat less of a rate than the new subscriber rate. But yeah, it's definitely happening. It's awesome. Demographics. I'm pretty pleased with this, right? This may look pretty overwhelming. Male, 95%. Female, 5.1%. It looks pretty overwhelming. However, it was only about a week ago that this female figure was like less than 1%. So we've picked up a lot of female viewers in the last week, which is brilliant. I want my channel to appeal to as many people as possible. It's an interesting statistic that actually 52% of gamers are female. It's not, people think that it's a male-dominated thing. It's not, and I want my channel to appeal to as many people as possible. And if you are a girl gamer and you are watching my channel, fantastic, welcome aboard. I hope you like it here. If you have any suggestions for things that I could do to improve my content, then please leave a comment, let me know. I'm really happy to hear from everyone about anything. Subscribers, we might as well look at this. There we go, 15 subscribers on the 11th, 14 on the 12th, and then the 13th yesterday is going to be up here somewhere. like 20, 22 subscribers, I think 23 subscribers. 23 subscribers lost, interestingly. Let's have a look at that. Not a lot of subscribers lost each day compared to the subscriber gain, but it still happens. This may be, some of these just may be misclicks. It may be as well, like I said, people who subscribe because they think I'm going to subscribe back to them, and then when I don't, they come and unsubscribe, which is fine. Like I say, I'd rather the subscriber number on my channel was as true a reflection of the people who enjoy the channel and intend to watch more of it as possible. Fantastic. Great. Likes and dislikes. Again, the trend is upwards. We had a bit of a drop off. I don't know what happened. Well, like I say, it's like the Thursday effect. I'm going to call it the Thursday effect. Just after midweek, just after Weird Wednesday, it's my weekday at the moment, and maybe I will put extra efforts into trying to improve Thursdays as a day for my channel. Maybe I'll put up an extra, maybe I'll try and do Weird Wednesdays and something else on Wednesdays, or maybe I'll do like a Thursday morning release of something. I don't know. We'll see. It would have to be something that doesn't take too much time to produce to do that, though. Favourites. I have no idea what this is. Apparently, no one has ever favorited anything. I don't know if that's true or not, but there you go. Favourites added, 0. What's a favourite? I don't know. I just don't know. Comments. Again, the trend is up. We had a big peak. We've had a fairly good level of engagement. It did drop off a little bit towards the end of the week, but I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. We'll just have to see what happens going forwards. And, of course, sharing just a few random data points. Don't know what they mean, but there you go. There's 3 on the 28th of the 2nd, 2 on the 6th of the 3rd, 2 on the 10th of the 3rd, and 1 on the 12th of the 3rd. Don't know what it means. So there you go. But look, it's all retro stuff. Retro Friday, Besiege got 1, Just Talk got 1, and Weird Wednesdays got 1. Maybe this is Google Plus. Maybe this is people making Google Plus posts, sharing it. That might well be it. Because I know that the Retro Fridays have well, in fact, I think that's probably me who's done it in that case. Which shows actually I don't share my videos a huge amount on Google Plus. Maybe I should share them more. Great, fantastic. Right, well there you go. That's the analytics. That's the analytics done. Thanks a lot to everyone. You're all fantastic. As I said, let's just head back to the dashboard in case it's changed. Probably hasn't changed. It has changed! Look! Well, hey, 218. We've picked up one more subscriber. If you were that subscriber, if you were the 218th subscriber, let me know. Because I'd love to hear from you. Is this you here? Look, Pesky the Wise. I used to play this back in the day on my old Mega Drive. This was cutting edge back then, along with Flashback. Well, there you go. Pesky the Wise, were you the 218th subscriber? Let us know. Great. Right. Well, I think that'll do for now. That's us done for the analytics. Looking forward to seeing how they progress next week. Anyway, right. I think that's it. Take number 3, part 1 million of trying to do this Just Talk today is done. We're finished, and we're going to call that a wrap because I've been spending hours making what should have been a very quick video to make. Great. Fantastic. I have been Weird Wizard. Thanks a lot, everyone, for your continued support, for the continued growth of the channel. You're all absolutely amazing. You're the reason the channel exists, and you're the reason why we're growing as we are. It is not me. It is you who have made this all happen. Fantastic. Cheers, everyone, and I will see you later.